Rosh Chodesh Sivan. Special day. There are several Rosh Chodeshim that are mentioned in the Torah, and Rosh Chodesh Sivan is mentioned. Bayom Hazeh, Bo Midbar Sinai, Vayichan Sham Yisrael Neged Har. Today, the Klal Yisrael came to Midbar Sinai, and Klal Yisrael encamped by the mountain. Says Rashi, Vayichan Sham Neged Har, Ke'ish Echad B'lev Echad. Says Rashi, this was the only encampment where there was no arguments, no fights. They all encamped together. This past Shabbos, yesterday, we read Parshas Bamidbar. And Tosfos explains in Masechet Megillah that the reason that we read Parshas Bamidbar in the Shabbos before Shavuos is because they wanted to separate between B'chukosai, which is the Klala, and Shavuos. The idea is, the Gemara says we read Parshas B'chukosai before Shavuos because Shavuos is a Rosh Hashanah. Shavuos happens to be one of the Arba Rosh Hashanim, special days of a beginning of a judgment of the year. And therefore we say, Tichle Shana V'Kilul Osel, let the year end with its curses. So we do the Klalos before Shavuos, so we can start Shavuos and start a fresh year. Says Tosfos, okay, so then you should have read B'chukosai the Shabbos before Shavuos. Says Tosfos in Megillah, no, we separate between B'chukosai and Shavuos because we don't want to do it too close. We don't have the curses right next to Shavuos. That's not a good omen. So, Rav Yankel Galinsky, in his book, his talks on Parshas Bamidbar, so he asked the question, he said, a week is enough to separate? If it's a bad omen, so keep it a few weeks before, keep it a month before. Why does 1 week, one parsha, why does that all of a sudden change it? Says Rav Galinsky, it must be that there's something about Parshas Bamidbar that actually enhances and heals the wounds of the Klala. So he says, yes, because Parshas Bamidbar is the parsha of Klal Yisrael. It shows a unity. Says Rav Galinsky, the greatest curse is divisiveness. And the greatest bracha is unity. And therefore Parshas Bamidbar is mirapeh. Parshas Bamidbar heals the situation. It takes away curses. Because when Klal Yisrael is together, that brings the greatest bracha. And therefore Parshas Bamidbar separates between the Klalos, because it introduces the Rosh Hashanah of Shavuos, the Rosh Hashanah of Kabbalah Satorah. It brings that in with a bracha. And when was that bracha? We find that bracha in Rosh Chodesh Sivan. Vayichan Yisrael Neged Har. When can that be? When it's Neged Har. When all Klal Yisrael looks at the mountain, we see the loftiest goals in front of us. When Klal Yisrael does that, then there's a unity. And that's a message in many ways for all of Klal Yisrael. Klal Yisrael should be looking for the lofty goals of what we can do. Unfortunately, in the last years, we've been doing in war, we've been doing in destruction. But unfortunately also, our whole community is splintered here, especially in Eretz Yisrael. And factions here, and infighting, and all types of disagreements. And that's not what Klal Yisrael is about. We have to look to Vayichan Yisrael Neged Ahar. Let's look to what we can accomplish. Let's look to what we can do for the world. Kabbalah Torah. Looking towards the Rosh Hashanah Li'Ilanot, the Rosh Hashanah for Peros Ilan, a judgment for what the world produces, a judgment for new growth. Let's look towards what we can enhance and we can build. And if we all work together towards building, then we can be zocheh to the greatest of brachos. Chodesh Tov.